Ancient Portal is a brand new map introduced in update 45 in Bloons TD 6, and before we move on to black bordering this map, I want to show you guys the secret that is on this map, which is a really cool one actually. So first off, you guys see these 5 broken up tiles in the top right corner. Well, these guys serve as visual indicators as to how much you're progressing into, well, the secret. And so what the secret is that you need to pop 15,000 balloons within a 70 radius, which is basically you need to pop 15,000 balloons in the radius of this top portal right here. And as you're progressing and as you're popping more and more balloons, these tiles are going to start lighting up. So there's a total of 5 of them, and every 3,000 pops, one of them is going to light up. And actually something that you need to be mindful of is that you need to pop 3,000 balloons and not 3,000 RBs. So this was clarified to me by Area Harper, so huge thank to him for just giving me the info on how this whole thing works. And then once you fill up, so 15,000 pops, once you're done with those guys, the statues or the monkey heads are going to light up, as you guys can see here. So let me actually remove all the balloons, let me sell the Glaive Lord, and now what you can do is you can click these monkey heads for a very special effect. So actually before we do the thing, let me just send in a couple of different balloons so that you guys see what it does. Let's send in a DDT and whatever. And now if you click these monkey heads, they are gonna, yes, they're gonna do an explosion, and the explosion, well, it does a little bit of damage. It was 50 damage, and it also increases, I think, by 3 damage per round, and it also does a stun on all of the balloons on screen. The stun lasts for 9 seconds. So this is a really cool and actually might be a really helpful secret on this map. Alright, so a couple more features I want to show you guys onto this map. So the first one is, I guess this little monkey here in the middle has this satellite dish and a setup, and if you click it, you can realign the portal so you can have these balloons come out on the left side. And actually, even though this left side is kind of cut off from the world, so you have these walls on the side and you cannot see inside of it, this is actually not even a bad spot, because the whole idea of this portal realignment, I guess, is that you want it to be tailored to your defense. So for example, things like these circular attacks, like for example the Inferno Ring or the Tag Zone, are probably going to work better on the left side than they are on the right side, because look at how weird the portal is, like here at the top, and then this is like almost just like a straight line going down on the bottom side. So what you can do is you can essentially tailor your gameplay specifically to this map. But there's also one more thing that I wanted to show you guys, and that is these flavored traits projectiles for the Buccaneers. So really cool stuff. It actually changes all of them. You can see the strawberries go out, and if you upgrade that's a replacement for the grape shot, and if you upgrade to the hot shots, they become like red. I think more reddish than they were. Let me just see it. Yes, there we go. Look at this thing. You actually have these grapes on fire, and let me not mess this thing up. Let me buy the double shot. And I actually brought along Sai as the hero for this one, which was well, completely unplanned, because I used Sai in a previous thing that I was recording, and so I was kind of thinking maybe we try make Sai work on this map, because this moon tile over here, you guys probably know about the moon tiles there. So essentially these moon tiles, they provide bonuses only for your heroes and nothing else. So this top one is camo protection and the MIB buff. This one at the bottom is attack speed, so 15% attack speed and +1 pierce. This one is +1 damage and a little bit of extra range, so obviously none of these work on this side. But this one right here in the water, which might be a little bit difficult to see, it provides XP gain and reduced cooldowns, and this is actually a nice one. Okay, so let me actually get the cannon, and the cannon's projectiles have been replaced. What was that? Is that melons? Oh my god, they thought of everything. Yeah, literally every single projectile has been replaced with something. So you know what? Let's actually go for the Monkey Pirates and the Pirate Lord while we're at it, because all these projectiles are gonna be so funny. So how are you guys liking update 45? It's been out for like a couple of days now, and it's looking good, guys. It is looking amazing there. Also, you know, you guys probably seen Blast the Populace, so we're probably gonna have Blast the Populace as the boss. It is supposed to be coming out tomorrow on Saturday, so we are gonna be doing our first playthrough of Elite Blast the Populace. I have not checked it out yet. I only played through the normal one on the video which we recorded for the early access, and then it's gonna be a fun one tomorrow. So yeah, make sure to stick around for that one. But also one of the features that are missing, and you guys probably know this, is, well, the game editors. So they were supposed to kind of allow I don't want to call it legal modding, but they were supposed to allow players kind of do a little bit of modding themselves in BTD6, and I'm not exactly sure what the idea is or how it's gonna work, but I know that was supposed to come out in this update as well. So it might still come out in like update 45.2 or something like that, or maybe they're just gonna delay for 46. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun one as well. Okay, so what I'm noticing is that actually getting to place a hero onto this moon tile is, well, a little bit annoying, because the Arctic Wind is so expensive, and then you need to think about defenses, and then so okay, I'm gonna get the Arctic Wind now, why not? And now we need to get $1,000, and once we buy the hero, they're gonna start at level 1. And so this is all, you know, a couple of rounds in which you just cannot afford to essentially lose DPS, because keep in mind this is still a short map, right? All right, so there we go, we got the money, so let's place them right over here, and there we go, XP plus cooldown reduction. I think the cooldown reduction is 25%, by the way. I think I read it somewhere. Okay, so this is gonna be kind of a close one because I want to buy the monkey parts, and then we're gonna need to get the upgrade and then get the cooldown back before the Moab arrives, because I don't think that we have any chance of popping the Moab otherwise. Size level 5, so they cannot even target lead balloons, let alone ceramics. So let's buy the upgrade right now, and I really hope that this cooldown comes off before the Moab. Oh my god, it's not here. Okay, so we're gonna need to use the stun ability actually. Never mind, I missed everything, but we got the cooldown. Okay, it's completely fine. There we go. You know, they buffed the monkey pirates and the pirate lord in the latest update. They gave in a lot of Moab damage, so I was kind of surprised. Why is this Moab popping so fast? But yeah, it's that, guys. This thing in the pirate lord is just so amazing versus Moab class balloons now, and they actually buffed in the previous update. Let me check size levels. So level 7, still kind of playing catch up, I would say, because you usually get level 7 before the Moab around 40, so you're able to hold on these ceramic balloons. So here's what I wanted to do. I want to get something like just a 300 Akans, which did become a little bit more expensive. Did you guys catch the price? It was 1500, and that is, well, it's becoming more and more expensive with each upgrade, and I think it's deserved. Actually, I was kind of, I don't want to say I was an advocate for this, but I remember saying it in like a video of mine that I made a while back, that these guys, the Berserker and the Charm Stimulant, are really not as balanced as they should be, because you get the majority of the benefits by just having the Berserker Brew on field, and the Strongest Stim, yes, like it improves the benefits, but it should be at least a little bit of a cheaper price in comparison to your Berserker Brew is what I was saying. So it's kind of in a way nice to see Ninja Kiwi do that, but at the same time I don't want to be paying a more expensive price. Let's just see how much damage it does to the Moabs. Yeah, it is sort of, yeah, so it's popping the Moabs before they enter the portal, so that's really good to know. You guys know what we should do. We should actually go for the Pirate Lord first, and then we should go for this thing, the Symphonic Resonance. Okay, so this thing is ridiculously more expensive. They nerfed, they just destroyed this thing. It is now 8.2k on Chimp's mode. So that's just such a high price to pay, but I guess it's a really strong upgrade. So I guess the cheese with this thing that we were doing, you know, in the previous update, it's over, guys. Like, you can still use it and the tower is still pretty good, right? But it's just the cheese is gone. It was like $4,000 before that. Okay, so the main question for this round is, are we making it to the Pirate Lord before 63? The money is kind of going, so we're missing about $5,000. I think that we're gonna have it in like the early 60s, right? After that, we can go for the Bomb Path Mermonkey and the Symphonic Resonance, and then maybe we can buy some of these other new change towers that were actually meta. So 26k, yeah, after this round, or during this round, I should say, we should have the money for a Pirate Lord. So this is gonna be a huge damage increase. And while we're at, let's just check size levels. So they are level 9. It is, how is this looking? How is level 9 in comparison to, I guess it's kind of normal, right? This is about where you should expect them to be, so we should start catching up like in the upcoming round. So I want to say that maybe for round 80, as long as they're able to pop Moab class balloons, or maybe even like BFBs in the early 80s, that's when you know that you've gone ahead. By the way, let me just get the stronger stim, just make this guy a little bit stronger, get him a little bit of extra range, and now I think it's time for, well, first off, it's time for round 63, but second off, is it time for the Mermonkeys? Oh, wait a minute, are we holding these guys on? Oh, the Arctic Wind Eyes, they're actually moving into the ice, and the aura is slowing them down. You know what I want to do? I actually want to go for something like a 2-3-0 eventually into a 2-4-0, so that this ability is going to work onto the deities later on. So just keep it like this. Yeah, so once these balloons enter into the ice's aura, it actually helps out a little bit because the Pirate Lord can focus them down. So I guess this ice that we bought in the early game was actually not that bad. Now I have a question for you guys. Do you think that there are going to be new 2-tower Chimps combos available on this specific map because of these moon tiles? Because they are going to make heroes a lot more powerful than they previously were, and so that might unlock a couple of interesting combos, or at least that's the theory. So I don't know, has anyone done like anything cool like since the update has been out? I have not been paying that much attention to 2-tower Chimps runs. Oh, and by the way, we have the Gorilla Heads lighted up, so actually, you know what, I'm gonna use them. Let's see. Oh my god, wait a minute, they destroy all the Moabs. Wait a minute, when we tested them in Sandbox, they didn't destroy the Moabs, or maybe that was thanks to a Pirate Lord. I don't know, but that was a powerful explosion. Actually, I don't even mind using the secret ability like this, because I know he's gonna recharge a little bit faster because we have a lot more balloons incoming onto these higher rounds. So let's go for the Mermonkey. Oh yeah, getting the Mermonkey is gonna be amazing, isn't it? Let's actually place it right here into the range of the village, so it actually gets a little bit extra range. And look at this thing, guys, 8.2k for the Symphonic Resonance. That's insane. What a price this thing has. Yeah, let's buy it anyways. And then round 75, I hooked the first 3 BFBs, so we're not gonna have the ability for these guys. So maybe we can, oh my god, I combined the stun with the Mermonkey at the same time, but it's completely fine because the Mermonkey is still as strong as it ever was, guys. Though I don't have a single doubt in my mind that this Symphonic Resonance is still gonna be part of the meta. It's still an S tier tower. Maybe the price is gonna be a little bit annoying to get to, the 8.2k, but come on, guys, this is just like such a strong tower. I don't know, I've been enjoying BT6 a lot recently, actually. It's been so fun playing this game, and let's actually buy a tower that I normally wouldn't buy myself. myself, and that tower is gonna be the Millipede Druid, because I don't think there's anything wrong with this tower. I just don't buy it a lot. And actually, we had some changes happening to the jungle's bounty, so now it only generates one vine instead of two, and that might be a little bit annoying, but they extended the duration of the vines. So how is this gonna work? I don't know. Does it do more damage? I feel like this is a nerf. Like, the first time reading this thing, I was like, this tower is just gone. They nerfed it. But I don't know. I mean, they extended the duration, and then the refresh rate can be buffed now, so maybe we can do some shenanigans with that. So look at this thing, round 81, and we are level 14. So I want to say we might be a little bit even ahead of schedule with Sai. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sai is probably one of the best heroes that you can put onto this style, because they're a slow leveler, but at the same time, I think I mentioned this is an advanced map, so it gives a bonus to all of your heroes and how they level up. It's a 20% bonus, and if you disregard the XP gain for a second, you also get 25% cooldown reduction, which is huge for this stun and the level 10 ability. So I guess if you get to like level 20, like, Sai is gonna win this game by themselves, right? I think we're gonna get to level 20 with this tempo that we're going, right? Okay, let's, by the way, buy the Spirit of Forest, because that's one of the towers that we wanted to buy, and let's try and save up a little bit of cash. I think getting some cash going is gonna be a good idea, so that we can buy the level 20 on Sai if necessary. But look at this thing, now we can target BFBs, and we're gonna be able to target 3 balloons at once, so that's gonna be a huge power spike. And actually, you know what, let me just use the level 10 ability, and let's watch the cooldown onto this thing, because I know that we've been talking mostly about the XP gain, but let's just watch the cooldowns. The cooldowns are insane, guys. Actually, is this 25%? I am not sure if this is 25%. I mean, it probably is, because I think I read on the wiki that it's 25%, so I guess it is, but I don't know, it doesn't seem that fast to me. I can definitely notice it on the level 3 ability, by the way. The level 3 ability is flying. Look at this thing, you can just keep spamming. Well, almost. You can almost keep spamming it, okay? Wait, so you can do some actually pretty cool stuff onto this map. So if you get an Energizer sub and you get this bonus, then you get so much more cooldown reduction and XP. Oh my god, that's gonna be so cool. Can we make it happen actually before the end of this run? Let's try it. So we need 33k. I think that we're gonna get the money for sure for it. And I know that I'm risking my entire run in trying to do this, but let's do it. Let's just have fun with this one. So 33k, we are gonna have the money around 96, I believe. So this round 95 doesn't make a lot of cash anyways. So let's actually be careful in popping this round. I'm gonna use the level 3 ability, so I just stun some of these guys, and then we do have the ice ability. Oh, I see some DTs making it through, so let's just be, I'm trying to be as patient as possible for this ice ability, and it seems like, yeah, we're holding these guys down. So 28k, some of them are going through. Oh, let me just freeze real quick, and I think, yeah, that's the entire round. Okay, finally we got this done. Let's check Sai's level, by the way, 18. Oh my god, we're actually gonna get, especially if we get the Energizer, we're getting level 20, right? Let me just keep using these abilities. I think I should use the level 10 ability as well. Just keep the stun going. We just use it and we get it back, and there we go. We get the money for the Energizer, and let's get it. Okay, so this is actually gonna reduce the cooldown of the Pirate Lord's hooks, which is, I guess, a double benefit, which I didn't think about this one too much, but it's gonna be really nice. And then, are we getting level 20 on Sai? This is actually a rarity. You don't get level 20 on Sai, especially if you're playing on these beginner maps. Well, that's never gonna happen, but maybe the conditions are perfect, guys. Level 18, I think I'm gonna buy level 19, and then before we hit around 98, are we hitting it? No, we're missing a little bit, just a tiny little bit. Oh my god, maybe we should have bought the Energizer a little bit earlier, and then we would have had it. But I still think it's gonna be fine onto this round, right? Because this is a big round. Okay, so let's just be careful with these abilities. This is gonna be probably the most important round out of all of them. Actually, next one is gonna be important as well, and we, now that I'm thinking about this, we don't actually have anything versus the Bad Balloon and the 45 DTs, so let me just kind of panic a little bit and go for something like a Spike Storm. How are we doing with this round, by the way? I feel like the Murmonkey is still doing so much of the work, right? Let me just hook in some of these guys. Let's use the stun ability. Let's keep everyone in place. Let me buy the Spike Storm, and I feel like this Murmonkey just did the majority of the work, right? Because it was just keeping all of these bullets in place. And actually, we have, oh, I forgot the Gorillas. Let's, you know what? Let's actually stun the 45 DTs. We're probably gonna need to do that anyway, so let's just stun. Let's just wait for some of these guys to make it. Oh, there we go. Use the portal, and then do we need to freeze? No, we don't. Actually, that was, yes. Actually, the Gorilla Head's doing a little bit of work. That's really cool. Okay, so can we afford to buy a Moab Shredder is my question. And the answer is yes, we can barely get it. Okay, so let's go like this. Let's use one of the spikes. Okay, so let's use the ability again, and then I am, oh my god, I mistimed that thingy, but you know why it was fine? Because Sai, in the midst of everything, they got level 20 and they were able to hold the DDT and the ZMG in place, and that is just probably the perfect finish to this. And that is the new map, Ancient Portal, with a really cool secret and actually really fun map. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.